I thought it was very interesting. When I said to Simon Cowell about, when he talked about how he'd had a setback early on in life, in business, and that had made him even more determined to succeed. Rob Brydon, who's Welsh comedian, as you probably know, he was saying how when he'd started out, he was doing a sort of a load of Welsh jokes in his little nightclub, and somebody went bah, and somebody else went bah, and they all started going, and he was so embarrassed he left the stage, and he thought, I can't do this, I can't become a comedian. But the next day he woke up and he went, I'm going to show them. And I had this conversation with Tony Robbins, and we were both talking about this, saying, how is it? Because I got a school report that said I would never amount to anything.
You did?
Yeah. So when I had my first #1 bestseller book, I wrote "fuck you" in it and sent it to my English teacher. And,
I've heard that a few times from guests.
I know. Well, it's childish, but it's very gratifying. And so I said, what do you think it is that when some people have some crushing event happen to them, that they never recover from it, and other people are, right, I'll show you, and it makes them even stronger. And I think we came to the conclusion that with some people it's just in their character.
I think so, right?
And to some extent it might also be environmental, because if you are continually told that, say, you're a winner, you're a achiever, or you're lucky, right? People who believe they're lucky, usually they're statistically luckier, but also that's partly because they see opportunities, because their perceptual filter is set up differently. Right. This is what the scientific research shows. This is not just my view on it. Okay. And that usually comes from people being told so even when bad things happen, they go, oh, that was lucky, you had a close scrape there, didn't you? And so luck doesn't have to be winning all the time. Luck can be being resilient in different and challenging situations.
Right. And so you think some of it's born, but some of it is the talk you do yourself, and you can set yourself up for more winning situations.
Yeah, I would say I go along with the palm readers. This is what you're born with, this is what you do with it. And so if you're born with oratory skills, let's say, or you happen to be in an environment where you develop that, you could be an Adolf Hitler, or you could be a Martin Luther King. I mean, my take is everybody knows the difference between right and wrong. Sociopaths just don't care. And psychopaths, they actually enjoy doing things that hurt other people. And so being a sociopath is probably another word for being a bit selfish, right? Yeah. So we all know what's right and wrong, but occasionally we do things that are wrong. And, and then hopefully we learn from those things. I hope I have. I'm still in the process of learning. In fact, I think the older I get, the more I realize I don't know, really. When I was young, I knew everything. I was like such a cocky young guy. Now I really don't know that much, but I'm prepared to roll up my sleeves and get stuck in and find out.